Hey, what's up, guys? Apparently, I can only make this video for 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Maybe that's all the available time I have on my phone, so this will be a short one. That's fine, because this was not a very good movie. My name's Scavenger Reviews, and I just finished watching Hostel 3. Specifically, this Hostel 3, that one. And it was, not that great. I don't know. It was fine. I want to say it's like a waste of your time. Maybe a waste of your money, though, if you buy it individually. And I okay, well, I'll just get into it. So this one is about four friends that are having a party out in Vegas, and they basically, through shenanigans, get caught up in this thing. And let me tell you, first of all, this takes place in America. So that was interesting shakeup. And then second of all, there isn't even a fucking hostel in this one. Yes, there technically is. There's like a part where they go and like there's a sign for a hostel, but let me tell you, I ain't never been to Vegas or anything like that, but I have been to like other cities. I have never seen a hostel in America. That's not an American thing at all. So I don't know what they're doing. That was a reach. Maybe there's like one, and that was the one in America, but that was a reach, okay? Anyways, though, it's a game show, and I'm not really sold on it. I'm not crazy about it. I do like one thing. It is seriously fucked up. There's like this scene where it's the first guy to get it, and all of the millionaires are betting on what he'll say first, and what he says changes what's gonna happen to him. So like, he says, "Please, I have a family, I have a wife and kids," and you just hear over the loudspeaker, "Congratulations, voters, number 5 and number 2." And well, it'd be number 2 then number 5, whatever. Anyways, and like I was like, "What the fuck?" And the dude gets out a drill, and so it's like putting a drill to the guy's face and stuff like that, like over and over. And like I was like, "Oh shit!" But then he like spit on him, so for some reason, because he spit on him, I guess that was another category to do things. Because at that point, he decides to cut his fucking face off. Yeah, because he puts like a little mask over his face, and then does that, and then cuts his face off with a scalpel, that was pretty gnarly because it actually showed it all. Which I actually have to apparently praise, because this movie also does a lot of off-screen kills. Like, what the hell, dude? Alright, sorry about that interruption. Just had to take care of some things. Anyways, though, um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and there's a lot of off-screen kills because like there's this scene at the end, and like you're like, oh, this dude's gonna get it, and then it just shows blood splattering on like the light, and there's a lot of like blood splattering on the wall, and a lot of like cutting away. Like, dude, don't be such a pussy. Show us the stuff, like the first two movies, for better and for worse, showed us the stuff happening. They didn't cut away. They were like, "No, motherfucker, look at it." And they grabbed like the back of your neck like a dog and were like, "Look at it." And you just had to deal with that. Which was really like just, I don't know, just not satisfying. Let us see it. I don't know. And maybe it was that they didn't have enough money, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, I don't know. Maybe they thought like the American audience was some weak little baby men and could not handle it. But I don't know, man. I can certainly handle it. I wanted to see it. It just felt like a letdown. And then also not even being like the hostel, it was a game show. I don't know. Just felt like a letdown. And then like, I don't know. It seemed very American in the sense that it took a simple concept and was like, let's add, let's add, let's add, let's add. Let's put this on, let's put that on. And I mean, when I say I just got finished done watching it, I mean like I just got finished done watching it. And I don't know. I'd say it's definitely a 5 or a 6 out of 10 for this one, personally. I don't think it was horrible, but I don't know. I wouldn't watch it again. I'm not itching to watch it again. But the first one, I would legitimately show to people. I'd be like, "Oh, you think you can handle horror movies? You think you're hard? You think you're bad? Nah, watch Hostel." That's the type of movie I'd say the first one is. And to a lesser extent, the second one, because I think the first one's like a 9, whereas the second one's an 8. Because it's just, nah, not the first, but still good. Whereas this is like the cheap spin-off slash knockoff. This feels like somebody made a movie about like this. You know what this feels like? This feels like when studios make a completely different movie and then try to insert it into a franchise. Okay, like 10 Cloverfield Lane was not a Cloverfield movie at all. This feels like they made some serial killer movie where these billionaires with high rolling clubs and stuff like that decide to start killing people. And they were like, this sounds like the studio. They were like, this sounds a lot like Hostel. We can make this into a Hostel movie. That's what it feels like. And that just left me not crazy about it. I don't know. And it just definitely doesn't have that flair. I meant what I said when I said I went into it with like a fresh mind, not caring about the director change, but it really matters because you just it feels different. Thematically it's different, tonally it's different, and you can tell that. And there's a few shots that are like weird and mess up like the tension of a scene. Like for instance, there's the blood splattering on the walls and stuff like that, yada yada. But there's a scene that I really liked. Past tense, I liked. Where like the girl is like tied down on a gurney or whatever, and this dude comes in and he sprays like a whole bunch of sweet stuff in her mouth and then like on her chest and stuff, and then dumps a thing of cockroaches, like these big old African cockroaches, like onto her, and they start crawling in her mouth and stuff, and it's fucking gross. And then they show like a random POV back of the throat shot, so you like see him coming in, and it is so CGI, and it looks like those scenes in movies, which I've never really liked, where like the character goes to the dentist and they open up their mouth and it shows the inside of their mouth and like tongue and teeth, and it just, I don't know. This movie just wasn't doing it for me. It just wasn't doing it for me. I didn't like it very much. I mean, it's definitely one of the movies of all time. It's a movie I watched, but I gotta say, you guys, I didn't like it very much. That being said, it was still a fun time. It had some moments where I was like, okay, yeah, I like this. And if it was a different movie, then I'd like it and it would remind me of Hostel. But I'm gonna give it like a 6, and that's only because that's like a D. It's not a failure. It was a decently good time, but it wasn't what I was wanting. But that is basically gonna wrap up. Like I said, this is gonna be a quick one. I've got to check out why my phone is limiting storage. Probably because I have tons and tons of no. But like I don't know. I do have movies saved on my phone. That's probably why. Anyways, though, I have been Scavenger, and I will let you guys go and go watch a better movie. Go watch The Human Centipede, the first one. The second and third are I don't know. I haven't seen them yet. I've watched review after review, so I know like everything that happens. But the first one is definitely good. Watch that. And yeah, that's about it. I've been Scavenger Reviews. Like and comment, subscribe, all that stuff, all that jazz. Leave a negative comment if you want. Go for it. I'll fucking get you, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.